Yeah. But I gotta record my phone call. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have a marriage license and it says the name April Williams. Yeah. It has a date of April 30th, 2004. Yeah. hmm Yeah, it looks like different girls or different people or beings. I don't really know what they identify themselves as. Said that their name was April. Yeah. Yeah, there's a birth certificate for August 31st, 2004. And I was at the hospital, and the person that said that she was the mom of the child born August 31st, 2004, she said her name was April Williams, and she said she was my wife. hmm And yeah, there's a birth certificate that said July 18th, and I was at the hospital on July 18th when the child was born, and the person that the birth certificate says is the mom of the child. She said that her name is April Williams, and she said that she is my wife. hmm That's what she said. Yeah, there was a birth certificate October 6, 2008, and I was at the hospital that day, and the person that was there that said she was the mom of the child, and she said her name was April Williams, and she said she was my wife. hmm Yeah, the birth certificate for August 31st, 2004, the birth certificate for July 18th, 2006, and the birth certificate for October 6, 2008. The person that the birth certificate says is the mom of those children said her name is April Williams, and she said she is my wife. That's what she said. hmm Yes, I was there. hmm No, I don't know how many different people said their name was April Williams. No, I don't know how many different people said they are my wife. No, I'm not sure if the mom of the children born August 31st, 2004, July 18th, 2006, and October 6th, 2008. I'm not sure if it's the same person. I just know that they said that their name was April Williams, and they said that that was my wife. And nobody ever told me about any of this other stuff. Mm-mm. Yeah, it was way after April 30th, 2004, and it was way after those birth certificates. Then people started saying that it was their girlfriend or it was their wife or that they was the baby daddy and stuff, kind of this crazy stuff like that. And I'm not sure because if it's different people that look like that, and if it's different people that was using the same name but they look the same way, maybe they thought it was the same girl the same way I thought it was the same girl. hmm So maybe somebody thought my wife was their wife, or, you know, some stuff like that, you know. I'm not sure. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but my name is the name on the marriage license. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my birth certificate says March 4th, 1984. Mm-hmm. What did they say about April Williams? Well, different people had told me different stuff, you know. They would usually be saying sick stuff about her. They acted like, you know, like they worshiped the ground that she walked on and was addicted to her sex or something like that. And that they all wanted to say that they was her baby daddy or something, or like they wanted to act like, you know, they would kill for her or over her or the children and stuff like that. It's like they're obsessed with her. Is what it seems like. I didn't tell anyone to do any of that. Mm-mm. I have a marriage license. My marriage license is the name April Williams. Hmm. None of those other people ever showed me a marriage license that said the name April Williams. So I'm not sure what kind of wife or sex or kind of stuff they're talking about. Seems like it's something that's against the law, state law, federal law, God's law, man's law, all laws. Hmm. But it's not really a name for, if you call it a religion, what I believe in. Because it seems like each religion or spirituality or whatever group, it seems like all of them are telling the truth about something. Hmm. The Sikhs, the girl that I meet, of course, as you can see, my marriage license says April 30th, 2004, and the name says April Williams. She said her name was April Williams. And since it looks like different people and it seems to have been different people, way after all of this stuff happened and I started talking about it and started, yeah, because I had said, I was like, why am I the only one that at the age of 38 years old, because my birth certificate says March 4th, 1984, I was wondering, like, why am I the only one at the age of 38 years old? And it was sometime like, you know, after April 30th, 2004. Why am I the only one, you know, that only has one baby mama? And since, you know, ever since I was a child, like, I never went on a date or went to anyone's house and had sex or what they call going all the way or getting anyone pregnant. The only person that I ever had sex with or went all the way with, or that they say that I got pregnant, since other people want to say that it's their baby. So I'm not sure if I got her pregnant, if other people are saying that they did, and I don't want to say anything wrong. So the only person that I had sex with or that I ever went all the way with, since they say going all the way is how you get a person pregnant, and that you can't get a person pregnant unless you go all the way, and that's what they told me sex is. So the only person that I ever had sex with or went all the way with is a person that said their name is April Williams and said she was my wife, and I have a marriage license that says the name April Williams. So I'm not sure which one or if it was different ones, but if they did something saying that their name was April Williams and it was different people, it's not my fault because my name is not April Williams and I didn't do it and I didn't tell anyone to do it. I don't think my wife did anything wrong. If a person named April Williams did something wrong, it seems like it must have been one of those other people that said their name is April Williams, not my wife. And if my wife did do something wrong, well, she would probably know more about it than I do. I'm not sure. Because I'm not trying to lie for anyone, and I'm not trying to take sides or cover anything up. I'm just trying to tell the truth. The sex stuff, well, yeah, they always said stuff like that. Like, the girl that I was with all the time said that her name was April Williams, you know, and she said she was my wife, you know. And I have a marriage license that says the same name, April Williams, since April 30th, 2004. And she had already told me that stuff. She told me that she had went places and did sex stuff, and that it was males and females, and that some of the people said they were her family and did stuff to her when she was little, and some of the stuff she did when she was little, when she was a child and stuff like that. And I was never mad about it because she told me that I could do the same stuff. It was after April 30th, 2004, having a marriage license. And it was after a person said their name was April Williams. And it was after a person said their name was April Williams and said she was my wife. Why? Well, the way that she, well, the way that she, what? It said it was about a lifetime. It said like being born in a lifetime experience. The way I was taught, it was about what you did ever in life. And it was like, it seemed kind of weird if she went on dates and went different places with different people and did sex stuff ever in life. And a lot of the stuff she said she did was after she met me. And some people said she did stuff after April 30th, 2004, me having a marriage license. And I'm not sure if she did, but she told me that since she did stuff with different people ever in life, and she went on dates and went places with different people, and a person that said their name was April Williams, she called the people her boyfriend, and she told me that people did sex stuff with her and stuff like that. And she know that since I never went on a date with anyone, and I never had a girlfriend and stuff like that, because she was my first girlfriend. The person that said her name was April Williams, is, you know, the first person that I went all the way with. Mm-hmm. And they said going all the way means having sex. Mm-hmm. And whenever it was somebody else, you know, and their name wasn't April Williams, she told me that, you know, it felt bad with her knowing that she did a lot of different stuff with different people. And sometimes it was girls and boys. And if she did what she wanted to do with her life, ever in life, if I died, it would not be fair if she did not give me a chance of doing whatever I wanted to do ever in life, sex stuff with whoever I wanted to do it with. And so she said I could do stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though I have a marriage license. But of course, I'm not supposed to be a child molester or a sex offender or stuff like that. It was supposed to be age appropriate stuff, is what I was told. Mm-hmm. Well, she said some of the stuff that she did was that, you know, she went to like clubs or teenage clubs or parties at people's houses. Sometimes they would call it baby showers or Christmas parties or stuff at event centers and stuff like that. And it sometimes the people would be dancing on each other or kissing each other, and sometimes they would get each other phone number and they would go to each other's houses and after calling each other on the phone, and they would do sex stuff with each other. Or sometimes people would have full blown sex, and sometimes people would get pregnant from doing that stuff. And it's what like a lot of single mothers and a lot of those kind of relationships came from. Is what I was told. Mm-hmm. And a person that identified themselves as April Williams told me that she had been places in situations with stuff like that, and that she wasn't trying to cheat me, and she didn't want me to feel like she did more than I did. Mm-hmm. So she told me that I could go places and do stuff like that too, but you know, she said that, you know, I wouldn't like it. It'll just make you feel bad, and it'll just make me feel bad, and that it was my body and my choice. Mm-hmm. When she told me to go to clubs and bars, she'd be like, just go, just leave, go, spend all your money. I don't care. It was at 1609 6th Street North, Apartment X. Mm-hmm. I never had sex with anybody, or if it's called going all the way, then I never went all the way with anybody. Mm-mm. I never even attempted to have sex or call or meet with a child or anyone, whether it was using a phone or any of that stuff or in a car. Mm-mm. It was underage children that tried to talk to me and said that they liked me. Some of them even molested me because they touched me, and they had touched my penis, and they had touched my body. And some of the people that was grown, they had touched my penis and stuff. I didn't ask them to do it and stuff like that. And I told, mm, yeah, she said that's the difference between me and other people. I always told what I did, and I always told what somebody did to me. And I told them that I didn't like it. And whenever I was told to go places and do stuff, it was because the girl that said her name was April Williams. even if it was different girls, at times, one of them or some of them wasn't ashamed of what they did before they met me and after they met me, and would tell me about it, and said that it's only fair if I'm allowed to make my own choices of what I wanted to do with my sex life. And I didn't want to make anyone into a single mom or a single mother, so I never went all the way with anyone. And I was told that it's not my fault if other people said their name was April Williams and chose having sex with me or anyone else and made themselves a single mom. Because it would be sex abuse, you know, because they weren't supposed to do that. March 4th, 1984 is the date of my birth certificate. So yeah, they said those other guys, I don't know what it means, but they said they cheated on their girlfriend and on their wife or the person they was with because their girlfriend or their wife didn't tell them to go and do that stuff. And that those other guys had already had sex and got girls pregnant before they got a marriage license. And that those other guys had already got girls pregnant and had abortions and had made girls have miscarriages. And they had already had full-blown sex with other people. And some of them never got married. Well, yeah, since then, like, some of the people said, but this was way after April 30th, 2004. Some of the people said, since I've been in Georgia, that some of those girls that said their name was April Williams was a police officer's boyfriend, girlfriend type situation, and that the police was trying to be a pimp, and he was trying to make one of those Aprils work for him or be a prostitute is what he tried to make her do. And then every time the police wanted to have sex with her, they would lock me up for no reason. And that's why it was never a victim, because they said one of those police officers and one of the girls, they said her name was April Williams, was, you know, that the other police officers were saying that they was a pimp, and they got mad at me because I didn't want to sexually be involved with a police officer's girlfriend or with a police officer's prostitute, because my wife is not a police officer's prostitute, and my wife is not the girlfriend of those police officers. No, I'm not. I don't know why a girl or a guy or a person or anyone would choose to be a prostitute, especially for a police officer. I don't know why they would want to use the name April Williams, and I don't know why they would want to say they're my wife. My marriage license says that the name of my wife is April Williams. It's what I was told, but the pictures look like different people. So they say the police officer is guilty because he tried to be a pimp, and he wanted a girl named April Williams to say her, or he wanted a person to say their name was April Williams. And they said ever since 2004, whenever I was arrested and locked up, ever since 2004,